All right, David, we're back. So we're going to tackle one of the biggest things I've seen out there is Huntsman's another Mitt Romney. What say you?
Well, 2016 was a crazy year. We saw a lot of never Trumpers, a lot of concerned people about this sort of unorthodox candidate come out. And some people stood with us, Greg Hughes, Kathleen Anderson. And so we're really kind of suspicious, mainly because of what happened to Utah in 2018. We saw a candidate for Senate, Mitt Romney, who came in and he said that, hey, the president supports me. I disagree with some things, but we're essentially good now. And he said this to my face with my MAGA hat on.
He said it to my face.
Yeah.
And
then,
I handed him a Trump tater card.
Yeah. Day before he gets sworn into office, everyone's worst fears are realized. He puts out this horrible editorial in the Washington Post, which is basically a left-wing rag mag, and then goes and just berates, attacks, belittles President Trump more ferociously than he's ever attacked any politician, even when he ran against Mitt Romney in 2012.
No, not Mitt Romney.
That's how Mitt Romney, even when Mitt Romney ran against Obama in 2012. Yeah. And that was pretty disappointing and really embarrassing for the state of Utah. And so what he did in 2018 made everyone in Utah super suspicious of any establishment character. Contrast that with Jon Huntsman. Jon, like a lot of people, had concerns in 2016. That's fine.
He was a full Trump supporter, I believe, until the Billy Bush tape came out.
Yeah, until the Billy Bush tape.
And then he kind of retracted some.
Yeah, so he had some concerns then. But then when Trump won the election, Trump needed a foreign policy guy in probably one of the most critical positions that we have, which is our ambassador for Russia. And he picked Jon Huntsman.
Which I think is both incredible on President Trump's side, because here this guy had called for Trump to drop out of the race after October of 2016, but yet they had enough of a relationship that he let that go, because Trump doesn't let things go with everyone.
No.
But he reached out to Jon, somebody who wasn't supporting him towards the end, to be his ambassador in Russia.
Yeah, he built sort of this coalition of rivals, and we saw some people join that coalition in good faith, like Jon Huntsman, unlike Mitt Romney, which is a stark contrast between those two. How Jon Huntsman has served our president and served our country versus Mitt Romney, who sort of betrayed conservative ideals and betrayed Utah and attacked the conservative movement in this nation.
I'm LDS. I don't know what you're, so I don't say this lightly, but Mitt Romney to me represents the worst of LDS people, because he represents the outside appearance, but not the inside goodness. And I know I'm going to get a lot of heat for this, but I've worked with Mitt Romney. I mean, like when the Charlottesville incident happened, Mitt Romney just came right out. President Trump mentioned that there were good people and bad people on both sides. And Mitt Romney came out and he attacked Trump and said there's not a moral equivalent. Well, I challenged Mitt on this. And I said, Mitt, do you not know who Antifa is?
Yeah.
And the destruction, and Antifa is a communist-based group. And so either Mitt was ignorant, and a lot of people say, Mitt's just naive or ignorant, but it's a dangerous naive and ignorant, or he's complicit.
Yeah.
And I have to believe he's complicit now, because he still has not ever came out and said anything about Antifa.
Yeah, so one of the things that the patriots, conservatives, God-fearing people in this country are facing across the religious spectrum is this militant, aggressive, devout Marxist movement, Antifa. And their entire goals, which they're pretty transparent about, is destroying our way of life. And the question is Senator Romney acting on behalf of this group, or with this group, or not calling them out through ignorance or through intent. Regardless, the outcome's the same. Whether he's just so naive to think this is just some Care Bear communist group that means everybody the best, it's just misunderstood, or if this is like a malignant Marxist entity intent on destroying the United States.
And I really don't know. All I know is the only person that Mitt Romney criticizes is our president. He doesn't criticize Hunter Biden. He doesn't criticize Joe Biden. He doesn't criticize Hillary Clinton. He doesn't criticize Comey or Brennan or Clapper, just Trump. So let's, in the comparison, is Jon Huntsman served as the ambassador to Russia. He has a great relationship with our president, and he has been very supportive, and he doesn't take every opportunity or any opportunity to criticize.
Yeah, and when President Trump needs a foreign policy opinion on China or Russia, he's probably one of the first guys he calls is Jon Huntsman, because he's somebody who's not only stepped up to serve, but has earned that respect and trust with our president. So he's, in a lot of ways, I see Jon Huntsman as the antithesis of Mitt Romney.
He really is, and the two of them don't even get along, from my understanding. So for all of you out there, your Huntsman haters, hopefully you'll become. Well, my Trump taters quote is, be a tater and not a hater. So hopefully you're going to be a Huntsman tater, because Huntsman is our guy for Utah governor. And again, do you have anything else one last closing deal on how this accusation out there of Mitt and Huntsman?
So one of the things I would push is I was pretty active in the Remove Romney group. It's a Facebook group. We got over 13,000 people. Awesome people organized that. We worked on getting the please resign billboards out there. Some really good people spearheaded those on GoFundMe and things like that. But the sort of we see in this the governor's race someone that's even more militant, even more ferociously anti-Trump than Romney was, and that's Spencer Cox. And who stepped up to challenge Spencer Cox? Jon Huntsman. And that's why we're putting the call in and to draft the MAGA movement in the state of Utah to sort of draft Jon Huntsman to see if we can get him to run as a write-in.
Who stepped up to not only challenge Obama in 2012 after he was the ambassador, but he challenged Mitt Romney too?
Yeah, and so this is something I don't think people pay enough attention to. In 2012, you had Jon Huntsman, who stepped up to the call, served as ambassador to China, saw some foreign policy, failures, and was really pushing sort of the American first foreign policy before anyone else was. That's why that globalist accusation I'm like, nah. He stepped up. He tried getting the Republican nominee, stopping Obama, and stopping Mitt Romney, who, as soon as Mitt Romney got the nominee, what did he do? He took a vacation. He was on a jet ski. It was almost like, wow, it was like he didn't want to win. So we have every right to be suspicious of Romney in 2012, and we have to look at who stepped up to try to challenge that, and that was Jon Huntsman.
So thank you again. Watch for our next segment on why you should put, what's the tag words again?
Hashtag draft Jon.
Okay, hashtag draft Jon or hashtag write in Huntsman. And look forward to sharing more of the information we've gathered on Huntsman and why he'd make the perfect governor for Utah.